Well, is this movie really Oscar bait? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and this is my review of the new film, The Goldfinch. This film was directed by John Crowley, and it stars Ansel Elgort and Nicole Kidman. This movie is very hard to explain, so let me just try to tell you what the plot of this movie is. This film is centered around a young kid named Theo, who one day in the Metropolitan Museum, a bomb goes off and it kills his mother. He survives, and he lives with this wealthy family for a bit. And while this bombing was happening, he met this man, this older gentleman, last name Blackwell, don't remember his first name very well. He had told Theo to hold on to the famous painting of the Goldfinch. After all of the miracles that the painting had already survived, he was responsible for making sure that it was still in good hands. He grows up, and honestly, I don't even know how to even explain this film. It's so weird. It's like this movie is basically the life of this kid and showing the different problems that have happened in his life that he's had to go through, the different tragedies, and the way he's dealt with them. But it's also about this painting of this bird. I don't really even know what I just watched. I don't understand the whole purpose of the film, because it really felt like this movie didn't have a central idea. It kind of just went for the ride, and it just kind of went along in the life of this random person. Showed the struggles that they went through, whether it be with drug addiction, whether it be with women, whether it be with friends, the people that, like his associates, the people he's closest to. And this movie has a horrible resolve. I'll say that. I thought the ending of this film was just like, wow, all of this build up for that, that was lame. That was a waste of 2.5 hours. My biggest gripe with this film, this movie is way too long. This movie could have been cut 25 minutes to even maybe 30 minutes. I felt like a lot of this film was just weighted down. It was so long, and I gotta say, this movie's boring. It's very boring, and if you're going into this movie thinking that you're going to be purely entertained by the stakes of the film or purely entertained by the performances thereof, you're going to have a really hard time sitting through this movie, because yes, the performances are fantastic. I think Nicole Kidman knocks it out of the park as per the usual. She is amazing. That woman is just honestly one of the greatest actresses working today. She can do no wrong in my book, and she still looks so good for her age, man. Dang, she is a good-looking woman. Ansel Elgort, I think he does a good enough job. I think there's still a lot of rust on him. I think that there's a lot of hope and this aspiration of him becoming this amazing actor. And I think he has what it takes, but I think that he hasn't kind of pushed that threshold yet. Not like a Timothée Chalamet, who I love. Timothée Chalamet, he's my boy. That guy can act. Ansel Elgort, he's a pretty face, but he just has a very hard time kind of emoting. He's almost one note in the way that he emotes his feelings, especially when he's like sad or crying or angry. I mean, it just feels like he just does the exact same emotion. And I think that there's something there that he just hasn't yet been able to connect to, and I'm looking forward to that in the future, because I think the dude has a tremendous future ahead of him, but I don't think there's been that one specific role that's kind of helped him kind of break out of this bubble that he's in. Honestly, this movie it's very well acted. The technical aspects of this film are incredible. I think the filmmaking capabilities that are on display, mostly by the cinematographer, are incredible. They do some amazing things with the cinematography in this film, and they do some amazing things with the audio in this movie, where the technical aspects of this film really hold this film up. But honestly, this movie is very boring, very dry, and I didn't really find myself that entertained. I would never probably watch this movie again, and it's sad to say, I think from a filmmaking aspect, like I said, the filmmaking aspect of this film is incredible. But that's just the technical stuff. I want to be entertained as well. I want the plot to at least come together and make sense, but when I can't even tell you what the plot is because I'm confused by it, then it's hard for me to really have appreciation for this film, and for this film to be higher than what it's going to be on my overall ranking of the year. Because again, the technical aspects, the acting in this film, the cinematography, the audio is incredible. They do some amazing things. but the way that the film is stylized, it also has this very weird sense of editing, cutting to certain points in this guy's life, because it doesn't really give you a cue that you're going to his childhood or a cue to tell you that you're going back to, you know, his adult life. And it's very hard to understand where we are in the context of everything until you see the actual actor playing this character of Theo. Then you're like, oh, okay, we're in the adult world, or oh, okay, we're back to when he's a kid. And I wish that they would have done more in the editing style of this film to make it noticeable for when there is a transition change or when there is a certain cue of him being an adult or him being a child, because it really makes you lose focus and really kind of confuses you on where you are in the timeline of this story. Overall, though, this film, from a technical aspect, is fantastic. It's a film that I don't recommend you go see, but if you're really into filmmaking, this is definitely a film that you definitely need to see, but you can wait until it's on streaming or on digital media. Actually, you could probably just wait until it's on Amazon, because I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon pretty soon anyway. So anyway, guys, what did you think of The Goldfinch? Let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, because I post content very often. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.